Hello and welcome back for another DIY video. I'm so excited to share with you how to make these super cute yarn birds. It's way more simple than it looks, and I'm excited to dive right in, so let's get started. The pattern for these birds are going to be on my website, erasingnobles.com, and I'll put a link in the description box down below. So you can be able to just print those out and make it real easy for you. The first step is going to be to choose the color that you'd like for the main body of the bird, like the chest and down. And so I'm using a nice lightly colored yarn for this particular one. The next color we're going to choose is the top portion of the bird, so like the head and then back, like on the back of the bird. So I'm using a nice bright red color for this one, and we're going to be wrapping this around the same larger piece of cardboard like we did the body of the bird. And then when we do the wings next, we're going to be using one of the smaller pieces of cardboard. Next, we'll grab this smaller piece of cardboard and get started on the wing color. So you can use, of course, any color you would like for this, just like all the pieces of the bird really. You can also stripe in some colors. You could do this dark brown with maybe a white running through it, which would be really beautiful as well. Once you get the wing color cut off of the cardboard, you're going to go ahead and tie a smaller string around it, nice and tight. I like to do a double knot here just to keep it nice and snug. All right, it's time to assemble the body of the bird. This is really easy, but just watch closely so you don't miss any of the steps. This is my favorite part cutting up because you really can start to see the bird kind of come to life. So if you look here, you can see that this front portion is the face of the bird, and the beak would be sticking out kind of right where the white and red meet. Next, I like to grab a quarter of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and just crumple it up into kind of like an egg shape and stick it down inside of the bird here. We're just wrapping the back of the bird over the top, and then we're going to kind of grab the wings in and just kind of gather it all together. Next, we need to add a beak to the bird, and so I'm just using an envelope that I had for this. You could also use a piece of felt. That would also be really cute. I just cut out a small circle with a little slit to the center, and then you can wrap it up like a cone shape and trim off any extra that you need to just to make it look right onto the bird. And we're just going to use some hot glue to stick it to the front of the bird. Next, I'm just gluing some sequins onto the bird for the eyes. You can also use beads for this. You could sew beads on or glue beads on. You could also use some clay. You could even put, black clay with a little dot of white clay to make it look even more realistic. We're almost done with our sweet little yarn bird, but we're going to trim up the tail portion a little bit. You can do this however you would like. You could trim it nice and tight if that's what you want, or you could leave it a little bit longer. I think these would be really cute attached to gifts this holiday season. I think they would make really cute Christmas ornaments. I know my kids and I made some of these the other day, and we're going to be making some specifically for our Christmas tree. I think they would be beautiful on garland, on a mantle, or up steps, in wreaths. There's just so many different ways that you can use these. They just scream like fall and holiday season to me just because of the coziness of the felt. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. They're really simple to make, really inexpensive to just use up your extra yarn you have laying around the house. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.